Hi Cancer, welcome to the Soul Song. My name is Nina. This is going to be your love story reading for the next 3 weeks. We are actually in June now. So, this is relevant for June, or whenever you come across it. The intention here is that you will find messages that are likely to resonate with you and that are useful to you. Having said that, this is a general reading, so take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. So, I'm done with my usual disclaimer. Let's dive right in. This doesn't have to be for singles or for couples specifically. We'll just see what kind of messages need to come through. Okay. So, we've got Thinker and Healer of the Ages, the number 44 and 51. We've got Blessed, No Place Like Home. And we've got Angel of Balance. Wow, that's beautiful. And the number 22 here. And we've got Financial Constraints and Yin. Okay. There seems to be something to do with balance here. Okay. There's a lot of duality. Twos I'm seeing. Something to do with foundation, with structure as well. Probably home life is what is affecting your relationship, I feel. Okay. We've got Iceberg Submerged. And at the bottom of this deck, we have Wake Up Call. At the bottom of this deck, we have Imagine. And here we have Patience. Which is very much like the yin energy. Okay. Alright, let me see. If you are in a relationship already, or if you're married, I feel that there is something. Sorry, my nose is itching. I don't know why this happens when I do readings. So, sorry. At the moment, in the present scenario, I feel that your relationship is quite balanced, it is harmonious, it is. It's just nice, okay? It's beautiful energy. You feel comfortable in your own skin, and that I feel is also reflected in your relationship. And there is something happening in the near future which I feel could it's a bit of a strain on the relationship, but I feel that these are more external circumstances. Okay. This could just be constraints because of what's happening around us right now in the world, and probably physical constraints as well. It doesn't have to be like financial constraints, but it could be in some cases. But I am feeling that someone is trying to keep that under the wraps in the relationship. So, most likely, your partner is keeping something that is not so pleasant under the carpet just so that you probably don't get stressed or something like that. That's what I'm picking up on. In the recent past, this energy is quite. I feel like you've actually given this a lot of thought. Like you've entered a relationship after a lot of thought. And after you've done all the healing, okay, on yourself, you've done your inner work. For those of you who are single, I feel like in the present scenario, you could be meeting somebody who does feel like home to you, who does come in as a blessing to you. And it's almost like a gift from the universe for having done the work on yourself, for having done the inner work, for having done the healing before you can, get into or jump into another relationship. But there is something happening in the near future, which we'll take a look at, of course, with tarot. Quite interesting. But I feel like these are just constraints that have to do with what's happening in our environment at the moment. Okay. So what does this healer of the ages and thinker mean for Cancer? Yeah, okay. We've got the Eight of Swords. A lot of thought has gone into this. For some of you who are still not ready, or you feel like you're not ready for a relationship, I feel that that's also one of the reasons why the Eight of Swords has come in, because you might be overthinking things. Okay, so try not to indulge in that, because it will keep you from opening up to new love, especially if you're looking for someone. Because this is telling me that you've actually done a lot of that inner work. You've overcome all these challenges. You have even worked with your shadow side, your ego, whatever it may be in your case, or whatever term you'd like to call it. We all have these inbuilt, defense mechanisms and restrictions that we put on ourselves. I feel like that is what you worked towards, and it's taken you time to come to this Knight of Cups energy where you're feeling ready for something new, you know? You're beginning to sort of open up to the idea of a relationship, of romance, and of that light-hearted energy. So we've got Judgment and the Knight of Swords. You've got two knights here. Some of you might have had to decide between two people, okay, or you would have had to decide to cut off somebody, I feel, or get rid of a relationship that was restrictive or that was limiting you in some sense. Okay, that is what, and it took you a lot of courage, definitely. It took you a lot of strength, fortitude, courage, and self empowerment to get through that, I feel. Yeah, we've got death at the bottom of the deck, so definitely something had to come to an end. You could have been dealing with a Scorpio or a Leo, or even Aries, not Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, so what do we have here for our lovely Cancerians? Okay, so in the present scenario, we have the Four of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, that's a third knight here, the Empress, and the Princess of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. So this is telling me that, especially for those of you who are single, you're actually in a really good energy to attract somebody that is very steady, very long term in your life, someone that you could be really happy with. With the Empress energy, you're a powerful magnet, you could say, for love and abundance at this time. And I feel like that intention is there somewhere. I feel you are looking forward to that, but at the same time, there's a part of you that is resisting it. It's not feeling completely ready. It's almost like you've become too comfortable in your own company, and you're not feeling too keen on opening up to somebody, or just not feeling the excitement, I would say. Okay, and that's why the Two of Swords is here, because you might be in two minds about it, or you might be somewhere, I feel, subconsciously blocking that. Okay, but the universe wants to give you these blessings. It wants to give you something that is really tangible, something that is long term. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is the most stable knight amongst the four, and he's very, very reliable, dependable, and someone you can go the long haul with, and I feel like you do want to engage with it at times, but at other times you just don't really feel like it. So what about the people who are in a relationship already, or you may be in a relationship with a Taurus or Libra? Okay, we've got the Three of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Could be an earth sign. And you've got the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. For those of you who are in a relationship, now there are two scenarios here. One is that you're at a distance from this person, so that is what is kind of leading to this lackluster, unexciting kind of energy, okay? Or you're just waiting for things to fall into place and for you to like meet each other in person. For others of you, I feel that, okay, this is for like very few of you. You might actually be turning your back towards this person that you're involved with, or you're contemplating it. Um, I'm getting more of the reunion sort of energy, okay? Nine of Wands, yeah, it is getting. Some of you are actually blocking this blessing that wants to come in. For those of you who are in a relationship, it is carrying on, but it's just that it might have reached a point where it's becoming kind of dull. Okay, that's just what I'm picking up on. And you feel like it's too much work, or I don't know, I'm just getting like a dull sort of feeling, not too exciting. Is something missing, that kind of a feeling here. Hmm. So why is this Three of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles? Yeah. For those of you who are single, you could actually come across someone, okay? But there is again that um, I don't know, there's this blocking sort of energy, like you're not too sure, or you're too content with your own company, so you don't want to engage in something. Yeah. Speaking of which, we have the Seven of Swords. So that is a self-sabotage kind of energy. You've got the Hangman at the bottom of the deck. So you probably don't want to pursue something because it's almost like you're too happy by yourself or in your own company, because you've got the Nine of Wands here. That's a nine is a very individualistic energy. Along with the rest of the cards here, the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, it's almost like you're too comfortable with where you are, and even the thought of pursuing something is kind of um, not too exciting to you. Okay, that is what I'm feeling, because I do feel that there is someone approaching you. Like I said, the universe wants to bring in someone. Yeah, got the Two of Pentacles here. You could be just too happy with your work life, with whatever you're putting your energy into, probably even having a side gig, um, a side hustle going on. We've got the World the High Priestess, and the Six of Swords. Yeah, I just feel like you're now, for those of you who are in a relationship, like I said, there could be a bit of a doubt, with the person that you're dealing with. You might be at a physical distance from them, and you might have this bit of an intuition that there's something going on that the other person is not really, they're keeping from you, they're not really being open about. Okay, and that is something that you're looking forward to move on from. There could definitely be a physical distance between the two of you. Okay, that is what I'm feeling. That's also probably why you have this Four of Cups kind of energy here, and the Seven of Swords. There's something going on for those of you who are in a relationship. There's something going on that is, it's like the tip of the iceberg. You don't really know, but you have this intuition, because Cancerians and other water signs are very, very intuitive. You do pick up on signals and body language, and just intuitive nudges. I feel that are telling you that there is something going on, that there's more to it than meets the eye, basically. Okay. So what is this iceberg and yin and financial constraints about? What's happening in the near future for Cancerians? So we've got Temperance, very similar to this Patience card here. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, doesn't seem like financial constraints, but we've got the Seven of Pentacles, the Hierophant. Okay, some of you, I feel, if you are just like, you've started dating someone online, be a little careful, because this person might be married. Okay, they might not be telling you about this, or they might have told you that they have separated, which is not actually true. There is something like that going on here. Okay, could be dealing with a Taurus. Lot of earth energy here, so most likely an earth sign or a Sag. Yeah, we've got the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Some kind of truth needs to come to light. Okay, but they're asking you to be patient, basically, to not decide yet until you have all the information. Yeah, you've got the Two of Wands, so you might have to make a decision to probably walk away from this connection. Okay, that's what's coming through for some of you, at least. Okay, especially if you're dealing with either a Sag or an earth sign, this is most likely to happen. You've got the Princess of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, so it's almost like your worst nightmare is kind of coming true. Or it's like your whatever you had, the fears, basically, at the back of your head are actually showing up in your reality. So it could even be, I want to say this, Cancer, a lot of times what happens is that uh, water signs, I feel, have a brilliant imagination, so we cook up the worst case scenarios, and sometimes, not always, but sometimes that manifests because of um, how good we are at manifesting. Okay, so when you manifest, or when you think, when you visualize, be very careful of the kind of thoughts that you're thinking, because you don't want to get into this Nine of Swords, Seven of Swords kind of energy, where you're almost, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, where you're almost living your own nightmare, your own fears. So you might actually cut off this person, or there's some kind of news that comes your way that makes you want to, that forces you to perhaps be at a crossroads or decide whether you want to walk away or you want to stay. But with the Temperance card there, I feel you're gonna take your time to decide. Okay, the Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning. And the Seven of Cups. Definitely some fishy, foggy stuff going on. Some illusions are going to get shattered, I feel. But you've got the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, along with the Ace of Wands. This could be something, could possibly be a like a reconciliation with this person, or could be someone new as well. Okay, why is this oh, okay, Five of Swords and the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So let's ask about single Cancerians. I'll get to that in a bit. Single Cancerians, what's happening in the near future for them? Because this seems to be a story playing out. You've got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Nice. You could be attracting a different earth sign, okay, or just an earth sign for single Cancerians, okay, most likely a Taurus or a Virgo, could even be a Capricorn. But this is someone who's very reliable. For single Cancer, yeah, speaking of which, we get the Four of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, really, really nice. For single Cancerians, that's beautiful. After you get over the heartbreak, though, with the Three of Swords. So the Knight of Wands is progressing into the King of Wands. So in the present scenario, if you don't actually block this person, Cancer, it could result in something that is really stable, beautiful, long term. Okay, you could like have a happy home with this person if that's what you're looking for, or just a really steady relationship. But for those of you who are in a relationship already, I feel that the way this is going to play out is there is going to be a some kind of truth that needs to come to light, and that will come to light, which is why I feel we saw this in the beginning as well, the wake up call card. Okay, because there is something going on beneath the surface here, okay, which you are not really aware of, but in due time I feel like that truth is going to come to light, and you're going to find yourself at this crossroads. Most likely you will decide to move away, because I am seeing the Five of Swords as well over here and the Princess of Swords. It's likely to be a confrontation of some sorts. Okay, yeah, that could be the case. Let's see, what does this person want to say to you, Cancer, for the relationship, Cancerians? What does this person want to say? I'm not sure you want what I want. Okay, this hurts like crazy. Okay, I just heard, you know what? Okay, good connection, bad timing. I'll get to that. What can I do to bridge the gap? That's where this confrontation or this communication, this talk is going to happen. I value our connection more than I can express. Nice. Now, I feel what I was hearing is Cancer. Um, For those of you who were or are in a relationship and who actually resonate with what's happening here, um, I feel that you have, in the recent past, or you've come to a position now in the present where you feel like your freedom is more important to you than your whatever you can get, whatever value addition this relationship is bringing in your life. It's almost like you're weighing the scales here to find out whether it's actually worth it or not. Because somehow I feel that most of you feel constricted, you feel restricted in this connection. Okay, that could also be why this card is here, the financial constraints thing. For some of you, you could actually be dependent on this person for your finances, and that's probably why you're trying to be flexible and trying to not um, you know do anything drastic, or trying not to reach this position of um, the crossroads where you need to make a choice, where you need to move past or stay there, where you need to decide, should I stay or should I leave, that sort of a thing. So it's tricky, it is tricky, but um, there is something new definitely coming your way, which looks really, really good, looks stable, it looks nice. And usually water and earth usually do get along well, but I don't know, not always. Let's see, what is the, oh my god, too many. What is the advice for Cancer? God, love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. This has to do with that strength card, self empowerment, realizing your sense of self worth. That's a very strong Leo card. And yeah, look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Then we've got spend quality time together. This is most certainly for the single Cancerians who are not too keen, okay, who are not showing too much interest, I feel. You've got demonstrate love, find out what is important to those you love and act on it, and slow down, pause and allow things to unfold. That is the temperance energy coming through, okay. Wow, look at this. We've got true love at the bottom of the deck. This love is once in a lifetime. Beautiful. Some of you could actually, even though I'm not really seeing that here, you could actually patch up with this person, who are, some of you who are in a relationship, you could actually patch up with this person, but it's gonna come after this confrontation, after the truth is spoken by both of you, okay? Yeah, that's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope this was useful in some way. And if it resonated, if you liked it, do hit the like button and do leave me a comment. I'd love to read that. And I wish you all the very best for the month ahead and for the situation. Do take care of yourself. I'll see you later. Bye bye.